They weren't looking for people in my department actually. They were looking for people outside. And I said like, I heard about this shoot. I know it requires 6 months of traveling. And I wanted to do it. I want to try. And I think it'll be a good experience for me because I knew that the crew going on this shoot were an international crew, very experienced. And being amongst them would definitely help me in terms of learning from them and talking to them. And of course, if you're out in a remote area with them for 2 weeks at a time for 6 months, after 6 months, you're going to be good friends with them. And, you're going to definitely learn hear a lot of their interesting experiences that they've had and hopefully pick up some skills and become a better editor or producer after that. So I emailed my boss and he sent it to my owner of the company, and then they agreed and they said okay, sure. And then I was immediately thrown into it, and then we had to figure out how we gonna. I think the first week was when I realized I was like, oh, what did I get myself into? Because there was so many things that I didn't really think about first, which was like what you said. Cameras are not made. Most cameras that can shoot 4K at the bit rate that Discovery Channel requires for it to pass the quality test, because if you want it to be a broadcast standard, it has to be a certain level. Only really big cameras can handle that, and those cameras aren't made to be out in the desert, in the snow, in the rain. So that was the number one thing we had to figure out. How do we windproof, waterproof these cameras to make sure that we are still able to shoot without the cameras going down?
Also, were you trained for this at all? Do you have training for this project or any experience beforehand?
No, I don't think I wasn't trained in doing this. The experience that I had was I was doing pretty well in terms of handling the post-production processes in the office itself. So I thought I kind of had a very good grasp of how the whole system works. So I was then tasked to take this whole system and try to make it mobile, and then go and look online for possible. So things I had to look online for, like generators, uninterrupted power supply, any sort of waterproofing for cameras, and suggest these ideas to the producer, and hopefully we come up with a workflow that would be successful and not cause too many equipment, too many cameras to go down when we were out there.
Just curious, how much is a camera?
Yeah.
Something around 10,000.
Oh my god.
For the big cameras, like the Sony FS7, I think it was around there. But the smaller cameras that were used more often, they were about 4,000. There were so many, I'm talking about tens of thousands of dollars of damaged cameras every 2 episodes or something like that.
Shit.
And the number of smashed cameras, the number of smashed drones, it was something else, man.
Wait, smashed from what?
The smash cameras is when they would fall down, and they would just drop the camera and it would just roll down a mountain. And then the drones will crash into the water, crash into a waterfall, hit a branch. And
hit a branch.
Yeah, the GoPros are the best. They are the sturdiest of cameras, and still somehow they managed to make a waterproof GoPro not so waterproof.
What's the budget for these kind of things?
That was a big budget show.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure the exact detail, but it was a very, very big budget show. That being said, it was a big budget show, but we still had to operate within a certain amount of money, and we were tasked to not try our very, very best to not wreck equipment for each
Minimize
shoot.
loss.
Each shoot.